Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we will be building a responsive resort website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Our design features include a logo on top left corner and navigation links at the top right corner, welcoming text, a button for booking, and image on the right side. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified. Now grab your text editor and let's embark on building this page together. My folder name is resort website, and in here I have HTML, style and JavaScript, and I have background image and for mobile. So this is the main asset that we want, and I have set already on the header section a link for Google font, and I linked my style. So in here at the bottom here, link the JavaScript. In the body, start by header section, and in the header this class going to contain the nav header and logo. Create a class called logo and name it resort and save it. You have a resort here. Just below, let's add nav for the links. For that, let's just call it unordered list. This is Emmet, and class name nav links and ID name nav links as well. And in here we need to have a bunch of links. Start by the first link is for a room, and for that I can just write Emmet here. Here this is equal to double quote here, and this is for rooms. For that, just name it room plus another link for dining equal to double quote hash, and this name it dining. Text I want is also pricing. Now go ahead and fill the rest of links by the same way. I'm using WebStorm, that's why I use climb up instead of plus. And when you press tab and save it, you have nav links. Go below the header and write main, and this main, which is going to contain our hero section, and create class for hero section. Name it section class hero. Create a class hero content, and in the hero content I want a class for text and for button. For that, to create hero text, I want header, call it h1, and create welcome to paradise resort. Paragraph and add some text. Now let's add a link here for booking, and let's call it book. Add a class, call it btn, and this I want it to be book now. Now we implement all the needed element in HTML: logo, navigation links, hero text and button. Now let's go to CSS and start styling our page. In CSS, start by importing Google font. I will put this link on the description below, because we are going to style our text, especially welcome to paradise resort. Now we start by styling the whole body, and the body start by adjusting the defaults: margin 0, padding 0, add box sizing, make it border box, add font family to be Arial and and make height to be 100 viewport. Now let's style the header and navigation. Start by header. For the header here, make the background to be 224E0B and color to be white, position to be fixed, and width to make a full length, make it 100%. And now let's go to navigation, and we have nav container. We call it nav container. On the nav container here, apply grid, and we say display grid, and grid template column to be auto 1 fraction, and align item to be center. Add padding 0 from top and bottom, and 20 pixel left and right, and to be shown above other content, so make the index to be 2. And let's style the logo, and we have class, call it logo. And for the logo here, font size to be 30 pixel, font family to be Nocifer, and this is the style that we are choosing to be cursive, and font weight to be 600, to be a bit bold. Now let's go to navigation links. We have a class, call it navigation links, And for the navigation links, take the list style none, and display grid template column. Here I have 5 links. I want to create 5 columns, and for that I make repeat 5 and the size to be auto here, and justify content to be end. Add gap between the links to be 20 pixel, padding to be 6 pixel, top and bottom, and 0 from left and right, font weight 500. Now for the links here, let's call it nav links anchor, and for the anchor here, add the color white, text decoration say none to take the underline, font weight to be 600. Add transition here, and the transition to transform, 0.5 second, ease in and out. Let's add hover for nav links. Now let's make it hover, and hover, add color to be yellow. In order to give it different color for book now, let's add a class book now, and for the class here, add background color to be orange, padding to be 10 pixel to make a space around the link, and add border radius to be 10 pixel, margin right to be 10 pixel as well. In order to give a different color, we already created this span, and let's write the class here, span, and color to be azure, font weight 800. Now let's go to hero section here. Now to remove this space, just come here at body heading 1 and paragraph, all of this at margin 0, padding 0. It's fixed. Let's go to now start by a class hero. In the hero section, first we have background image, and for the background image we have a URL, and here we name it resort image, just direct resort png, and background size to be cover, and background position to be center, and mean height to be 100 viewport, and for the text, display flex, and align to be center, justify content to align horizontally, hit flex start. Now let's write this correctly. Hero content, display flexible layout, flex, align item to align vertically, flex start, and justify content to be center, font size 1.4 em, and marked width to be 1200 pixel, and for the width here make it 65% to see the text on the left side, and add padding to be 0 top and bottom, and 20 left and right. Here as well we have hero text, start by flex 1, padding to be 20 pixel as well. For the heading .hero text, and we have h1. For the text I want font family the same as logo, Usefull to be cursive, margin bottom to be 20 pixel, make a space, font size to be 40 pixel. Now I want to give for the first welcome to a different color, and for that we just add a span here between these two, add a span, and come to CSS and add .hero text h1 span, and for that let's color to be the same as the background of heading, and let's style the button, this button. For that we have a class btn, display inline block, and add padding to be 10 top and bottom, and 20 left and right, text decoration to remove the underline, say none. Add background color to be orange. Margin top to be 20 pixel. Color to be white. Border radius to be 8 pixel, and font weight to be 600. Let's add hover effect for BTN. Color to be black and background to be C. And add transition, make it all 0.5 second, ease in and out. Now let's add media query in order to make our page responsive, and for that we start by a media query. Specify the width, say max width to be 768 pixel. Start by nav container to display grid template column, and I want one fraction for each auto. Position to be relative. Padding to have 10 pixel. Now we have a logo. I want to display the logo on the right. For the logo, let's say if I self this, align the logo at the end, the right of the grid area, and for that I make it end and add font size to be 20 pixel in a small screen. And now we have nav links, position to be absolute, top to be 60%, left to be 0, width to be 50% to show the navigation on half of the page, background color to be green, and display here none because we will implement JavaScript to show on click. Flex direction to be column, and to have a padding 10 pixel to be shown above the index, so the index to make it 2, and mostly transition for sliding effect and make it transform 0.5 second and to be ease. For the anchor here, links anchor, and for this let's add color to be white, padding to be 6 pixel, text decoration none, display block, font size to be 16. Transition for the color here, smooth color transition for hover. For that we make it color 0.3 second, ease. The border at the bottom, make it 1 pixel, solid, and to be white. Now let's go to the HTML and add toggle button right below the logo. Add button, and in the button add class nav toggle, add span class hamburger. Now let's style this toggle button. Now just go above media query, nav toggle button. For the toggle button here, let's cursor to be pointer, background say none, border to be none as well. Toggle button dot hamburger, and for this let's say width to be 30 pixel, height to be 3 pixel, background to be white color, display block, position to be relative. For both let's add pseudo element before and after. Let's add empty content here and add background to be white, width to be 30 pixel, height to be 3 pixel, block position absolute, and transition this all 0.3 second ease. Now for toggle button, for before here to be -8 pixel, for after this is to make 3 lines for toggle button, +8 pixel. Now we have a toggle button here, but we don't want to display in the larger screen, so come back here, add a nav toggle and add display none. Let's go back to media query in order to apply nav links, and here we have toggle here to display top 0, right 0. To shown above the content z index, make it 3. Order -1. This move toggle button to the first position. Now here we need to add nav links, and for the nav links, on click to show active. For this, display flex. This transform to translate y-axis, and for the y-axis I want 0%. To add hover for nav links, get hover. And for the color, I want to give the same color, and it is yellow. For the hero section here, and here we need to add background, add URL. Here we have for mobile, and we call it mobile here. Just direct it, call it mobile. Here no repeat, and to be center. Background size to be cover. Smooth transition and make it transform, and this to 0.6 second, ease in and out. Now for hero content, make it width to be 90%, and background color to be transparent slightly on the text, RGB air color, and make it 0, and the color to be white. Margin to be 10 pixel, flex direction to be column, align item to be center, and add border radius to be 20 pixel. Now for the heading here, let's change the color as well. Font size to be 20 pixel, and margin to be 10 pixel. Span just white. Now for the text paragraph P here, font size to be a bit smaller, 16 pixel. For the button here, let's add book now, add padding 8 pixel top and bottom, 14 pixel right and left, and font size to be 16 pixel. So now let's go to JavaScript. In JavaScript, this line listing for DOM content loaded event, which fires when HTML document has completely loaded and parsed. This line select the DOM element involved in navigation menu functionality. Nav toggle is, for example, the button that use click to expand or collapse, and the navigation menu nav links represent the container for the navigation links themselves. And select the class name, and this line add event listener to the nav toggle element that listen for click event. Now this line toggle the active class on the nav links container. If nav links does not have the class active, it is added. If it does have the class, it's removed. This is for closing the navigation menu by clicking outside. Inside this listener, there is a conditional statement checking if the click event happened outside of the nav links, not on the toggle. It checks if the nav links container currently has an active class indicating the navigation is open. If the condition is true, the active class is removed from the nav link. This action hides the navigation menu, providing a user-friendly way to close the menu by simply clicking outside of it. Now let's go back to CSS to show the nav toggle, and we display a block. Now test it, it's working well, and media query as well. That's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumb up, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Until next, happy coding.